This story is about my niece who lives in Virginia Beach near Norfolk. Imagine it's a Saturday afternoon and she wants to buy some shorts she saw in a newspaper flyer because it's still pretty warm in Virginia Beach. So she heads to Lynn Haven Mall and to her favorite store, at least what used to be her favorite store, Wet Seal in Zone B lower level. So she parks near the Macy's and heads to Wet Seal. Once in Wet Seal, she goes to the rack where they have the shorts, and in particular, she has her sights on this belted raw hem short at around $20, which comes in several colors. Now, the wrinkle in this story is that she's pretty close to her credit card limit, so she has a budget of $70 for the shorts and plans to buy 3 of them. She also wants to buy a pair of shoes to go with her new shorts, a pair of flats, and the ones she likes cost around $15 a piece. She also saw in the flyer and in the store some skirts that she likes, but at $25 a piece they are above her budget. Now let's summarize what we have so far. On a Saturday afternoon, my niece is heading to Lynn Haven Mall. She saw a flyer showing shorts she likes priced at around $20 each. She's close to her credit card limit, so her budget is around $70 for the shorts, and plans to buy 3 since it's still warm in Virginia Beach. She also plans to buy a pair of flats to go with the shorts, which are $15 a piece. She saw some skirts in the flyer, but they're more expensive at $25 each. Now I want to make a drawing describing my niece's behavior. By my niece's behavior, I mean not the way she walks or whether she's laughing. By my niece's behavior, I mean how many shorts she's buying when the price changes. I'm using price not because it's the most important determinant. It often is not. But I'm just choosing price simply because it's the most convenient, because it's always available. It's very easy to measure. So we make a drawing of my niece's behavior, and I'm saying that at $20 she's going to buy 3 shorts. And while she's in the store, she noticed that in fact the price of the shorts has gone up, has increased to $25. Well, in that case, she won't buy 3, she will only buy 2. But what if while she's in the store, as she's walking to the store, she notices that the price of the shorts have gone down to 15. Well, in that case, instead of buying 3, she will buy 4. So I'm plotting these 3 points, drawing a curve around them, and end up with what we're calling the demand curve. I'm going to call it a curve, whether in fact it's a curve or a straight line, I'll still call it a curve. Notice several things about the drawing. First of all, that we're talking about shorts and shoes and skirts, so always it's important to write your heading at the top so you know what market you're studying, in this case shorts, and that's what I'm writing down. Also notice that we're measuring quantity on the horizontal axis, even though quantity depends on price. Usually in the XY coordinate, you plot X on the horizontal axis, Y on the vertical axis, and Y depends on X. Here, quantity depends on price. I'll say it again, quantity depends on price. We plot it on the horizontal axis because economists have been doing that for hundreds of years, and even though it's wrong, we're still doing it, and that's the way you're going to learn it. The other thing I want you to notice is that since quantity is measured on the horizontal axis, when quantity increases, we move to the right. When quantity decreases, we move to the left. When quantity increases, we do not move up or down, we move to the right. When quantity decreases, we move to the left. So this is the demand curve we end up with, downward sloping. Notice that if price increases, we decrease the quantity purchased, and that is because, of course, the income effect and the substitution effect. In this case, when I say income effect, I mean the $70 budget, that if the price of the shorts goes up, we can afford less shorts with our $70 budget, and that's the income effect. The substitution effect is that if the price of the shorts go up, we say, well, you know what, those skirts don't seem that expensive anymore. Perhaps I'll buy a skirt. And that is the substitution effect. So both by the income effect and the substitution effect, the demand curve looks like this. And it looks like this. What about the other variables? It looks like this when we hold the other variables as is. We hold them constant. There are several ways of saying it. as long as they all mean the same thing, holding them as is, holding them constant, holding all other things equal. We sometimes even say it in Latin, ceteris paribus. I usually pronounce a soft C, ceteris paribus. Whether you say it in English or whether you say it in Latin, we're saying that all the other things, the price of the shoes, the price of the skirts, the budget, everything else is being held constant. What if they're not? What if when my niece is in the store, her phone rings and it's my sister? And she asks her, hey honey, what are you doing? And my niece tells her, I'm buying some shorts, but I'm close to my credit card limit, so I'm planning on buying only 3 shorts. And my sister goes, oh honey, you've been so good lately. Do you still have my credit card in your purse? Wow, that changes things completely, doesn't it? Now it's no longer a $70 budget. So in that case, this drawing is no longer valid. This drawing is valid, and this drawing describes my niece's behavior as the price changes. We move to the right on the curve, or we move to the left on the curve. As the price changes, the quantity bought by my niece will increase or decrease. But if something else is not constant, then this drawing is no longer accurate. We've got to erase it. We've got to grab it and throw it away. It is no longer accurate. We have to make a new drawing. And I have done so here. And in this case, instead of throwing away the old drawing, I've kept it there so we have a before and after picture. If my niece's budget is above $70, then at $20, instead of buying 3, she'll probably buy 4. At $25, instead of buying 2, she'll probably buy 3. At $15, if the price goes down to 15, instead of buying 4, she may buy 5. I haven't plotted that point, but if I plot those points and I connect them with a line, I end up with demand curve 2. Notice that I want to know which one is the before, which one is the after, so I number my curves. Instead of numbering, you can also put arrows. If you put arrows, they better be pointing left or right, because quantity demanded increases or decreases to the left or to the right. In this case, I have done both. You don't have to do both. You can do either one. Let me go back to my story. And what if my niece's cell phone rings again? But this time, it's not my sister calling, but it's her best friend, asking her, hey, what are you doing? And my niece tells her, I'm buying some shorts at the mall. Remember those shorts I showed you at the on that flyer? And her best friend says, are you crazy? Those shorts are not going to fit you well. I saw so-and-so wearing them. They're horrible. So she talks my niece out of buying the shorts. But not completely. But my niece has second thoughts and decides to buy less shorts. If they're $20, instead of buying 3, she'll buy only 2. If they're $25, she'll buy only 1. And so in that case, we end up with demand curve 3. I label it 3 so I know that it came after 1, or if I draw arrows, I have them pointing to the left. So demand curve 2 describes a change in the budget. Demand curve 3 describes a change in the she likes.